It often starts with such promise, doesn't it? Your phone buzzes, her name flashes on the screen, a smile instantly lights up your face. Each notification from her brings a little jolt of excitement. The conversation flows easily, full of witty banter and shared laughter. You feel a genuine connection forming, a spark that seems to hold real potential. You start to think, maybe this time it's different, maybe this is going somewhere good. This could be the start of something amazing. You find yourself eagerly anticipating her messages. You might even reread your past conversations, searching for clues, enjoying the connection again. Her replies become a highlight of your day. You start to imagine future dates, conversations, and experiences together. This early stage is filled with hope and a growing sense of attachment. You believe she must be feeling this same excitement, this same pull towards something more. It's easy to get caught up in that warm, optimistic feeling. You are invested. Then the dynamic begins to shift, sometimes subtly, sometimes abruptly. Her replies, once so prompt and enthusiastic, start to take longer. The energy in her texts might feel a little flatter. Perhaps the detailed responses become shorter, more like one-word answers. And then, the worst part, complete silence. Your last message sits there, delivered, maybe even read, but no reply comes. The vibrant connection you felt just days or hours ago seems to have vanished into thin air. This sudden withdrawal, this ghosting, can hit you like a punch to the gut. The first feeling is often deep confusion. What happened? What changed so suddenly? Then, self-doubt starts to creep in. Did I say something wrong? Was I too keen or not keen enough? You might find yourself obsessively replaying every interaction, every message sent. This silence feels personal. It feels like a rejection. And let's be honest, it hurts. It can leave you feeling lost and questioning your own judgment. One of the biggest mistakes men make in early dating is confusing attention with genuine attraction. Just because she's texting you back, even regularly, doesn't automatically mean she sees a future with you. Her replies could stem from various reasons. She might be polite. She might be bored and looking for a distraction. Perhaps she enjoys the validation of knowing someone is interested. Or maybe she has some mild curiosity but isn't truly captivated yet. These are all forms of attention, not necessarily deep attraction. We often project our own level of interest onto the other person. When you're feeling a strong connection, it's natural to assume she feels the exact same way. You might interpret her friendly replies as signs of strong romantic interest. This is where misinterpretations happen. You build up a picture in your mind based on your hopes, not solely on her actions. It's crucial to take a step back and observe more objectively. Are her actions truly showing a desire to get closer? Or just a willingness to respond? So what's the difference? Attention is her giving you moments of her time. Attraction is her wanting to give you her time, her energy, her thoughts. It's her feeling a compelling pull towards you. Genuine attraction means she's not just responding, she's actively engaging. She's curious about you, your life, your thoughts. She initiates conversations sometimes. She makes an effort to keep the connection going. She seems genuinely excited to hear from you, not just obligated to reply. This feels very different from polite attention. Here's an actionable insight. Look for signs of her investment. Is she asking you thoughtful questions? Is she remembering details you've shared about yourself? Does she suggest ways to connect further, like a call or a date? Or is the effort mostly one-sided? If you are the one always initiating, always driving the conversation forward, always trying to make plans, it might be a sign that her interest isn't as strong as yours. Pay attention to her level of active participation. That's a far better gauge than just response speed. Emotional investment is what truly builds a connection that lasts. It's about her thinking of you even when you're not actively communicating. It's her wondering what you're up to, replaying your conversations in her mind, and feeling a growing desire to know you better. This kind of investment doesn't happen overnight. It builds gradually, through positive interactions and a sense of intrigue. It's far deeper than simply enjoying a few text exchanges when she has a spare moment. It is her heart and mind becoming engaged. This contrasts sharply with what we discussed earlier, mere attention. Attention can be very superficial. Someone can give you attention because it's easy, or because it makes them feel good, without ever truly investing emotionally. If she's only replying to your texts but not showing signs of deeper engagement, her emotional investment is likely low. The problem arises when you invest heavily based on receiving only light attention. This imbalance often leads to disappointment when she eventually disengages because she wasn't truly on board. Now, let's talk about mystery, or what I prefer to call intrigue. When you meet someone new, there's an inherent curiosity. She wants to figure you out. If you lay all your cards on the table immediately, if you're constantly available and share every detail of your life too soon, that intrigue can fade. She needs space and time to wonder about you. What are your passions? What makes you tick? What is your life like when you're not talking to her? A little bit of mystery keeps her mind engaged. This leads to avoiding the predictability trap. If your texting pattern becomes too predictable, if you're always available within seconds, if your life seems to revolve around waiting for her messages, the excitement can diminish. It's not about playing games, it's about having your own full, interesting life that she gets to discover over time. Don't be an open book from day one. Have your own pursuits, your own schedule. This naturally creates a sense of value and makes you more compelling. She should feel she's gradually earning access to your world. Section 4. Reclaiming your cool. How to respond when she pulls away. When you notice her starting to pull back, the natural instinct for many men is to lean in harder. You might text more frequently, you might ask if something is wrong, you might try to win back her attention with grander gestures or longer messages. However, this often has the opposite effect. Chasing when she withdraws can signal neediness or insecurity. It can make her feel pressured and even more inclined to distance herself. It changes the dynamic for the worse. Instead, the most effective approach is to match her energy. If her texts become shorter and less frequent, you mirror that. If she takes hours or a day to reply, you don't need to reply in seconds. This isn't about playing manipulative games, it's about recalibrating the interaction to reflect her current level of engagement. It shows that you have self-respect, and that your world doesn't stop when she's not actively communicating. It gives her the space she might be seeking. Often this space allows her to process her own feelings or even miss you. Crucially, your self-worth should never be tied to whether or not a woman texts you back. Her decision to ghost or pull away is very often about her own circumstances, feelings, or dating priorities, not a definitive judgment of your value as a person. Perhaps she reconnected with an ex. Maybe she's overwhelmed with work. Maybe she realized you weren't the right fit for her, and that's okay. Seeking validation from her response will leave you on an emotional roller coaster. Your worth is inherent. So, what's the practical step here? When she pulls back, you also pull back and redirect that energy into your own life. Focus on your goals, your hobbies, your friends, your fitness, your purpose. Don't sit by the phone waiting. Live your life so fully that her attention is a welcome addition, not a necessary component for your happiness. This mindset not only preserves your self-esteem, but also, paradoxically, makes you more attractive. Confidence and independence are incredibly appealing traits. Section 5. The Unshakable Man. Building your life beyond her replies. Let's be clear. Being ghosted or experiencing a sudden fade-out is an unpleasant part of modern dating. It happens to many good men. It's rarely a reflection of some fatal flaw in you. More often, it's a sign of incompatibility, her own unreadiness, or simply a mismatch in communication styles or expectations. Try not to take it as a devastating personal blow. Instead, view it as information. This particular connection, for whatever reason, wasn't the right one at this time. That is okay. The real power lies in shifting your focus from what you can't control, her actions and feelings, to what you absolutely can control, yourself. This means your personal growth, your ambitions, your mindset, and how you choose to live your life every single day. Are you actively working on becoming the best version of yourself? Are you pursuing things that genuinely excite you and give you a sense of purpose? This is where your true strength and magnetism come from, not from external validation. When you build a life that you love, a life filled with passion, purpose, and meaningful connections with friends and family, your happiness is no longer dependent on one person's interest level. You become the source of your own validation. This creates an attractive energy. People are drawn to those who are secure, happy, and living a full life. Your dating life becomes an extension of your already awesome existence, rather than the sole focus of it. This is a game changer. So, the ultimate message here is to use these dating experiences, even the confusing or painful ones, as catalysts for your own development. Don't let ghosting diminish your spirit. Let it fuel your resolve to build an unshakable core of self-worth and to lead your life with passion and integrity. When you are centered, confident, and moving forward with purpose, you'll find that the right people are naturally drawn to your journey. Focus on being the man you want to be, and the rest will follow.